Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
It's your man TJ.
What up, though? It's your boy Nam.
And before we start, I just want to give us a round of applause. You know what I mean? Round of applause for the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. Big week. We had the NFL draft. Still the NBA playoffs. But before we get to the draft, before we get to the NBA playoffs, we had breaking news this week. One of the greatest and one of the most electrifying running backs
In sports entertainment.
Reggie Bush finally got his Heisman back. Due to the NIL and guys making money now, the NCAA figured, listen, how could we punish a guy and we paying kids are getting paid now?
Right.
And so now they like, listen, I know times change, rules change, so they gave him back his Heisman. And I know Johnny Manziel said that he wouldn't support the Heisman. He wouldn't go to none of the ceremonies or anything like that if Reggie Bush didn't get his award back. So shout out to Reggie Bush. I first started watching college football because of USC and Reggie Bush and hearing all the hype. So
2005?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
because we, in New York, we ain't got no sport. I mean, we ain't got no college football teams up there.
Syracuse. Rutgers.
Yeah, but
UConn right there by you.
yeah, but it's different when
Rutgers, really,
yeah, Rutgers is that's
Ray Rice,
and I
right?
mean
Right.
Syracuse, but when it comes to up north,
I
Big
got you.
East basketball,
I got you.
that's what it is.
I got you.
But yeah, what are y'all thoughts on Reggie Bush finally getting his award back?
They should never took it from him to begin with. I mean, that's a slap in the face. You the allegations that were made at the time then, they had nothing to do with a man's play on the field. He still had to run, catch, pass, what I'm saying, even pass the ball a few times to Liddell White. But I mean, that had nothing to do. You still had to go win those games. You know what I'm saying? He still had to perform. So I don't think it should have been taken from him. But, I'm glad they gave it back to him. Glad he's able to go to the Heisman House now. Every commercial they do, like you were saying, should be about him.
Yeah,
You know?
I already know they got something brewing.
Oh, for sure.
Where he's coming to the house now. That's gonna be a dope commercial.
Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts on
Reggie.
Reggie?
Look, just Caleb Williams, NIL deal. He probably made like $10 million.
Yeah,
Reggie got crucified for what, 100,000?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Most of these players walk in with 100,000. They give them boosters or whatever it may be.
Right.
So that Reggie should have never got, like you said, he should have never got punished to the point where they take away the Heisman. He's one of the greatest college football players of all time. Probably generated more money than he took.
Oh, yeah,
So it's right. They finally got it right. It's good. It's gonna be good to see him cast his vote for the Heisman. It's gonna be good to see him celebrated again. So it's a good move. It makes sense. I think we need to start talking about them doing it for basketball as well. Like some of the teams that got most of their wins vacated or whatever it may be.
Michigan,
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll go
let's
back
start
and take a
doing
look at some of those things that, I mean,
the Fab Five.
UMass,
Right.
the Fab Five.
Yeah.
92, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like Derrick Rose, allow these.
Derrick
these
Rose
things,
definitely should, yeah.
allow these things that have been, I don't know, expunged from history, if you will, to just be celebrated again. People are making money. Let it be what it is.
And on top of that, man, I mean, there's so much underhandedness that goes on in college football and basketball. It's like you're not catching it all. Even then, you weren't even catching it all, and someone went under the radar. So he should never took that man's award away that he earned.
Yeah, it's just like you think Shaq. You think Shaq got paid in Orlando? No, everybody know he got paid at LSU.
Oh, of course.
That's from a movie.
You just didn't see it.
That's from basketball.
Even coaches, you don't think coaches get paid to move from this powerhouse to another powerhouse?
Yeah.
By a booster on the side, like, yo, you come over here, we'll throw an extra 100,000 or extra $250,000 a year on top of whatever the school's gonna give you.
I mean, recruiting itself is underhanded.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, if you want to be like that, you know what I mean.
I rock with it, man. They got it right.
They did.
Shout out to Reggie. And we're gonna see great things out of NCAA moving forward.
Even though he was a saint, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a black man that they finally done right.
It's all right.
But not only that, speaking of NCAA, I can't wait for the NCAA football to come out.
The game?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
That was one of the best games of all time.
With the band on
With
the mascot and all that.
you get to celebrate with the and then they had a thing where if you play like the superstar mode, the one player mode,
you
can transfer him
to the Madden.
To Madden, Madden. So
that was with the memory card.
Yeah, the memory.
You got to save it in the memory card and then load it.
And you can go to Madden. So
load it.
It's definitely gonna be fun. Sticking with football. This week we had the NFL draft.
That's right.
All three of our teams made some selections. Some teams made questionable moves.
Yeah.
We'll start with first pick of the draft. Everybody knew it was Caleb.
Yep.
Should have been the Panthers, but okay.
It really was the Panthers. It was just they had a bear on it.
Let's talk about that for a second, right?
They had a bear on it. That's all.
Not to put salt on the wound, but think about it. 2 years in a row, first overall, number 1 overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
If the Panthers still had that pick, are you picking Caleb?
No,
they're getting a receiver. It probably would have been Marvin Harrison.
Probably
Marvin
Harrison.
It probably Marvin Harrison or Neighbors.
Yeah.
Listen, because think about it. Arizona did that, and they got it right the second time. Arizona had Josh Rosen, ended up getting the first overall pick the next year, picked up Kyler Murray.
Well, they also they did it that way when they got Fitzgerald, the Cardinals.
No, I'm saying just recently.
Yeah,
they had the number. They had a top pick. I think the 3rd overall pick or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Picked Josh Rosen, and then the very next year picked up Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So they went back to back with top 5 picks. So
they got Marvin Harrison. So
yeah, it would have been a receiver. Worst come to worst, we get the kid from Georgia, the tight end. If it's some wild thing, but because with us, the quarterback wasn't that bad. It's just you don't got no protection, so he's under the gun every time the ball is snapped.
Yeah. The first pick they would have gotten, I think they would have used a wide receiver.
Yeah. Just give him some weapons, or if you got a offensive lineman that's that high that you can go for, which is very rare, but it could.
So that was the number 1 pick. The number 2 pick, Jaden Daniels to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
That was smart.
Number 3, Drake May.
Questionable, but it's solid.
What school he went to?
Carolina.
Okay. Tar Heel.
Yeah. He went to New England.
Did any Duke players get? I'm pretty sure they might have got picked up 1 in the 7th round somewhere.
Yeah. Didn't Danny Dimes? Anyway.
Yeah.
So, but why you say questionable? Why you say questionable?
Drake May?
Drake Mays?
Yeah.
Because it's New England.
Yeah. I don't know what they expect out of New England because he's not the prototype of what they usually get. He's a mobile, big quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They usually get pocket passers like Brissett, people who can run, but it's just last resort type of run. But he's Josh Allen-esque to me.
But I think that's got a lot to do with Mayo.
Right.
The coach.
It's changing of the guards. That to me, I don't know what they expect out of that. But I like Drake. I think I hope he just doesn't turn out like Trubisky. Trubisky had 1 good season and then never had a real good showing in the NFL. Mays has been similar. He had a few, maybe two good years at Carolina, and then we don't know how that's going to translate. But I like him. I think he's going to be solid.
They both been put in bad situations.
Right.
Trubisky came in. They had absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So he was expected, to take it out the top with absolutely nothing. I think they had old boy from A&T at the time, Cohen, the running back,
Tariq.
Yeah, that's it.
No. Trubisky went to the Bears first.
Yeah, they drafted.
He got drafted by the Bears.
It was the Bears.
The Bears moved up to get him.
Then he went to Denver, right?
Yeah. Then he got
no.
He went to Pittsburgh.
No. Before Pittsburgh, he was with the Bills. He sat behind Josh Allen for a year or two.
Okay,
he went to the Bills. He was with the Bills.
Okay.
So the number 4 overall pick, Marvin Harrison Jr. He went to the Cardinals.
That's solid.
So that gives Kyler a weapon.
Yep.
Number 5, Joe Alt. So he went to the Chargers. He's a offensive tackle.
That's good.
Number 6, which was tricky.
Who Joe Alt go to?
Chargers.
Chargers, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Justin Herbert. That's good.
Number 6 was kind of tricky because I listened to New York radio while I'm at work, and you had some people that was 50-50 when it comes to try to get a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So number 6 was the Giants, and they picked Malik Neighbors from LSU.
Well, you could have said they could have went quarterback, but, I mean, you bring in a quarterback and who you got to throw the ball to? See, the problem is Dan Jones had nobody to throw the ball to. So you needed a top-tier receiver to come in like a Odell Beckham. I think he's been compared to Chase, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Neighbors, he's the real deal.
Right.
Just rounding out the top 10, you have pardon me. You got Tennessee, they selected J.C. Latham from Alabama, offensive tackle. Number 8, you had the Atlanta Falcons. They selected Willie Beeman Jr. Michael Penix Jr. Real quick, you could divulge because that's your team. What are your thoughts on that? Because that shocked everybody, and I'm not gonna lie. I was so invested in the Nick game that when I caught the draft, I caught that pick.
Yeah.
So I was confused.
Right.
I'm like, wait, I thought they only do the first round on the first day.
Yeah.
When they called his name at 8, I was like, they already got a quarterback.
You got 130 on
Right.
Kirk already?
So look, I'll say this. I'll take flack for it because I'm willing to say some things that some people not want to say. You know what I mean? All these commentators out here, it doesn't matter, ESPN, NFL, TV, or whatever. The thing of it is, a lot of y'all are commentating, and you're not in those war rooms. Just because you played football, you act like you know what a team needs. That's why they call it mock draft. That's your assumption to what a team is going to take. Doesn't mean it's going to happen that way. And if they look at it a certain way, you say, well, you wouldn't pay this man all this money, Kirk Cousins, to bring him in to be the franchise player. Yeah, we did bring him to be the franchise player. We're trying to win it now. We are in win now mode, a quarterback away. That's what Kirk Cousins is, right?
Right.
We also plan for the future. What team doesn't plan for the future? You can holler about money being thrown here, money being thrown there, but teams do it all the time. You know, St. Louis did it. The Rams did it. And they went and got the Marine. Now they're paying for it at the same token. You know what I mean? But they spent money. You know, that's what a team does. A lot of teams go over the cap, get penalized, yada, 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 yada. But what I'm saying is, what if Kirk Cousins doesn't pan out with that Achilles injury? Guess what? We don't have anybody else who wants to have the same sad song with Desmond Ritter again for another 2-3 years.
Hold on. And you was going to your little rant, and you was not saying that a couple episodes ago.
What do you mean?
You was saying Kirk Cousins is a top
Hold on.
10.
Hold on. I'm not retracting anything. Because
you moonwalking right now.
No, I'm not. Let me finish.
Let
me finish.
Let him land the plane.
Let me finish.
Let him cook. I'm gonna finish.
Because you don't put me in turbulence.
My fault.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he was going, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Nah,
wasn't he like saying Kirk Cousins was the top 10 quarterback?
I was just trying to get one part of my reasoning out the way, which is all these commentators and analysts and all this.
Red, bro.
Nah, hold on.
We're gonna go to Arkansas.
Hold on.
We're gonna go to Kansas.
We're
gonna go to this.
Right now. We were back in the day. Y'all really killing my time right now.
All right, my fault.
Yeah.
You got it.
But no, what I was saying, I was just getting my little rant out with all these commentators and analysts and everybody. That some people are for it, some people are against it. Guess what? You're not the Atlanta Falcons. You're none of these 32 teams. You're on the panel. You're giving you giving what you think is right and what's not right. Okay, so at the end of the day, that's the pick they made. That's the pick they're going with. You're not helping the team. You're not there. So let's dead that situation. Now to get back to you on Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Kirk Cousins has been doing his thing since he's been in the league. He's the most consistent quarterback
Okay.
in the NFL.
Okay.
Most consistent. I don't care whether it's A, B, C, D, whatever tier you want to put him at. He's been the most consistent. He's definitely been the most paid, consistent on getting money. Now, every year, you know what I'm saying, the man is getting 5,000 passing yards, whatever. You can critique that, go look at the stats or whatever the case may be.
You got one of the flex bombs over there.
But here's my thing.
I might edit it a little different. I might put the bombs on it every time I say that.
Here's my thing.
You
Go and say, pay this. You paid all this man to do this and that for him to be the franchise. Of course, he's going to play.
Uh-huh.
This is what he is. We're basing that off of right now. You don't know what his injury is going to be like. So we're only basing on right now what we've seen in his career.
Okay.
Okay. You can say, well, he's 1-3 in the playoffs. All right, we need to get there. This team here is not just based off the quarterback. It's based off defense. Top 7. Holler what you want. Say what you want. We need the edge. All this and that. Guess what? We went and got a quarterback in the first round, Michael Penix. We also got 4 or 5 defensive players, an edge rusher, a defensive lineman. We answered that call. Got a linebacker. We answered that call. Okay. It wasn't, Jared Verse and Dallas Turner and all this and that. But guess what? Tom Brady was 199, Mr. Irrelevant, and he's the greatest quarterback in NFL history. So stop crying and stop whining about what a team is getting and let them deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? A lot of teams right now who have absolutely nothing in a draft or with their current team is going nowhere. Our division right now sucks. It's bad right now. So why not do what you have to do to get over the hump? And then if Kirk Cousins go down, guess what? We got Michael Penix in the background, a solid starter. He can start on team day one right now. You know what I'm saying? But he needs to learn. That's the problem with teams as it is right now, bringing in quarterbacks, throwing them into the franchise, inspecting them. Look at Richardson for the Colts. This dude got a concussion the third play of the game. And men getting concussions all year long because you putting them in, you rushing them.
I mean, listen.
What if it pans out? Then all these analysts around here gonna sit here and retract everything they said. Well, guess what? It's a money thing. You're gonna lose money regardless. Because guess what? If Kirk Cousins pan out and we got him sitting, okay, you can sit and say that's a blown first round pick. But if he gets hurt and Penix come in, well, guess what? That's a blown $180 million. Money get blown every day. Money get blown every day.
I love it.
But we sit here and we go to the NFC Championship and go to the Super Bowl. Now you want to ride our backs and want to be doggone fan wagoners. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Listen, I love the energy. I love the energy.
Right.
That was ether.
This is listen.
Ether right there. Mel Kiper, all of y'all, ether.
Yo,
I'm
look.
just saying, I'm just saying, it just kills me, man. They always got a doggone say something when it comes to draft with teams picking players, man. I mean, that's what they think that suits their team.
So what do you rate your team?
A B.
A B.
Yep.
Listen,
B?
I will say this.
Minus.
Maybe a B minus.
Listen,
B. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is going to a good situation.
Ready made.
You have weapons.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how they're going to get through TSA with all them weapons, but you have weapons. So
Atlanta Hartsville.
This is a ready-made team for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Right.
And
the best team he's had since he's been in the league, matter of fact.
Last year was a pretty solid team, man.
Yo,
well, as far as offensively, because you had Justin Jefferson and you had Jordan Addison.
Yeah,
those
well,
are
I
two
speak
studs.
only offensively.
He had Diggs and Thielen.
He had Diggs and Thielen.
No. Well, I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
But we got to see.
Yeah.
We got to see how they mesh and how they
Diggs,
click.
Thielen and Rudolph or Randolph, whoever the tight end was.
Oh, he was with the Detroit.
Yeah, he had a solid offense.
But
this is the youngest talent that he's had.
Yeah. All them guys are still young.
And before you say that,
Go ahead.
can I add just one more thing real
Go
quick?
ahead. The floor is yours, baby.
Well, Michael Penix,
Mm-hmm.
he fits in the future of all the young players. Think about it. Bijan, 22, 23. Kyle Pitts, 26. Drake London. All these guys in their 20s, and he's 23. Grant turned 24.
He's about 26.
Yeah, he's
He's
like
not 26.
He's 26.
No, he's not.
26.
Look
I
it up.
saw him at the Social Security
He's not.
office.
No, 26. Man. He's old though.
He
right?
old. Yeah, he old.
But what I'm saying is he fits in the future of the young players.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins, what, 37, 36? He's 36, right?
Curry's up there. He's
Right.
up there.
So, you talking about a 4-year contract. This is his last contract. This is it. He has 2 years to get us where we need to be. And if not, guess what? We still got a man that can take us
35.
over. Huh?
35.
So he'll be 36 when okay.
Yeah, so like you said, it's a 2-2.
Right.
Yeah.
If he don't get it done the first 2 years, he can
Then
just
you got Michael,
sit on
and
the
that's
background.
good for
Right.
him to sit back and watch.
Yeah.
for a
You know what I
year and a
mean?
half, 2 years. That's the window.
You know what's so
realistically.
funny is it's 4 teams that was trying to come up to get this guy.
To get him, yeah.
What that tells
So-
you about something.
Well,
But-
he's solid. He's solid.
The
He's a
best
solid
arm in the
draft.
draft.
The thing about it is, what's crazy is, no Diddy.
Take that.
I
No.
lost my train. That no Diddy shit fucked me up. Damn, what I was about to say?
You
I
said
forgot what
some
I was-
shit about the crazy part.
The crazy, but it was about a package.
Pause.
That's why I said no Diddy.
Yeah.
But it'll come back to me. I'm getting old. All right, so we're gonna continue. So number 9, that's the Bears' original pick. Had they not traded with Carolina, they got Roma Doomsday. So they got a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And offense on paper is legit.
So
The Bears are solid.
now Minnesota did something. They traded, they swapped with the Jets, so they got the 10th pick. Jets got the 11th. They got J.J. McCarthy. Now, there were some rumors throughout the week saying that the Chargers,
LA.
yeah, the Chargers was trying to possibly pick a quarterback. But that was, later on, debunked. But what are your thoughts on J.J. McCarthy going to the Vikings? He's going to a ready-made situation.
I think he was the last of the best.
Uh,
And that's what they settled for.
Uh-huh.
Because they were also one of those teams that was trying to come up
Yeah.
to get old boy. I just, once that, you knew you won't getting down. You knew you won't getting Caleb, right? You knew that. And I think they wanted Drake May too. But when it came down to it, when those 4 guys were gone,
That was it.
that's what you settled for because
Yeah.
you didn't want Bo Nix for some reason, right?
Sturdy.
Right. So
Oh,
yeah, right.
He's 26.
The
for real.
age, right? You're right.
26.
So they got what was left.
Listen,
Not to take none from him.
we gonna get to Bo Nix, but so the Jets, we picked I'm not even gonna check Fuagu, offensive tackle from Penn State.
Smart.
Now the thing about it is, smart, yes, but that's not who Aaron Rodgers wanted. From my understanding,
who do you want?
Brock Bowers.
Wait,
Tight end?
He wanted a weapon, right? Because we got Tyron Smith and we got, I can't think of the other guy's name. We picked up 2 offensive tackles in the off season. So we addressed that. Not to say that that's solidified, but
it really is.
yeah, Tyron Smith when healthy, he hasn't been healthy for a full season in a long time.
Right.
But when healthy, he's one of the best left guards in the league.
Right.
But the thing is, he's way better than what we had. So, but what Aaron Rodgers was saying was like, listen, in the short game, Brock Bowers is a beast. You know what I mean? And I was kind of shocked when I knew we was going 2 things. We was gonna go offensive tackle. I know that. But I didn't think
just not that early.
not that early. Yeah.
Right.
Once we traded back, I'm like, okay, we might get Bowers, but I guess they were looking at the long-term solution. But then again, we didn't know at the time, like, okay, who's the successor to Aaron Rodgers? But I'm gonna get to that.
Can I just add up before you go for that?
Go
people know why I
ahead.
say
Go
that?
ahead.
Your offensive tackle. Okay, so here's my thing. How do you get through the season and get to the playoffs? By Aaron Rodgers staying above
Staying
ground,
healthy, yeah.
right?
Protection.
So your offensive tackle is what you want because you need somebody to look at his blind side.
But yes,
And Smith he has some injuries.
yeah, he does. But see, if I'm the Jets, right, I bring Mekhi Becton back on a 1-year deal, prove it deal. The kid that we drafted, as of right now, barring no injuries, no nothing, is going to be on the bench all year. So we picked a guy that cannot help us today. He might help us tomorrow, but he can't help us today. Brock Bowers, as soon as he gets on the field, he's the number one option as far as tight end.
That and he can help you in run block, pass
Run
block,
pass block. Yeah. He could chip a guy on that left side. You know,
I get
Just
that.
like how New England used Gronk for years, or even Kelsey.
yeah.
He's an extra blocker.
Well, we're not going to use
To
Gronk.
chip.
That's a 6'7" tower. We're not going to.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
totally
just-
different.
But
In
Bowers
in
is
terms of blocking and chipping,
I get that.
and also being a weapon on the field.
But
That's what I'm saying.
okay, I get that. But what happens when you are running cross routes, right?
you gotta get the ball out.
You know, it's play action. It's play action now. So play action takes a second.
You chip,
Listen, Rodgers is
you
one
can
of
chip
the,
and still get the play action.
yeah. I was about to say Rodgers is one of the best as far as getting the ball out. He doesn't hold the ball, you know, like some quarters. But what the Jets got later on
Right.
was Jordan Travis. We picked up a
Right.
quarterback. Jordan Travis, those that don't know, he was Florida State quarterback. He
Right.
got hurt,
That was a
broke
good
his
one.
leg or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's something for the future.
Right.
So now I'm looking at it,
Still
I'm
can't
like,
help you right now, but
yeah, still can't help you right now. But the thing is, okay, I see the pick possibly, potentially helping us for tomorrow, just not today. Unless Tyron Smith goes down, then we have.
I understand it from a standpoint by getting that tackle now because you went down to the third or fourth play in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand. Okay, you have an Achilles injury. We need to keep him upright at all costs, and the only way you do that is to build your wall.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand it from. Guess what? If he hadn't got injured,
Uh-huh.
Brock Bowers is your pick. If
Yeah.
That and it's a passing league, so most teams are trying to get pass rushers, edge rushers. So you got the Micah Parsons of the world. So you have to account for those things.
right.
So it's smart, but either way, it's a win-win. If y'all get one or the other, it's a
Yeah,
win-win.
it's
regardless.
Right.
But to wrap up the we can't get through everybody obviously.
Yeah.
So the Broncos selected Bo Nix. It's Bo time in Denver.
That was smooth.
It's
Bars.
Bo time.
Bars.
Listen, look, Bo Nix, holla at what is it?
Bojangles?
Bojangles, yeah. I don't think they got
Just said
Bojangles
it
in
was
Denver.
bow time.
Yeah, it's bow time. But listen, holla at them. You know, you could possibly get what you call it. And then Brock Bowers ended up going to, I keep saying Oakland,
They did.
the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Nah, but it's Las Vegas, not Oakland.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he ended up going to the Raiders.
Bad situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
It'll work out.
No, it won't.
Pretty much.
No, it won't. O'Connell is garbage. Who do you have there to throw the ball to Brock Bowers?
Hey, they had a decent 6 game stretch.
I'm sorry, but Antonio Pierce can't come in there and
Pierce.
block for you. He can't come hit nobody for you. That's-
But they played with more energy once he took over. So I anticipate something like
Adam
that.
still there?
Yeah.
Who you got the ball? Who was there to throw the ball to him? You got rid of Superman. What was his name?
Jimmy
Garoppolo?
G.
You got
Pretty
rid of
boy.
Jimmy G.
Garoppolo.
Yeah,
boy.
you got rid of him. Now you got the McConnell guy who was
Mm-hmm.
fumbling the ball and every which way. Who's behind him?
Hey,
I don't know who's behind him, but I know
That's crazy.
what's next,
No Diddy.
and that's NBA. We're going to get to that on the next segment.
No Diddy.
We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. The NBA playoffs is
Crazy.
rocking and rolling right now as we're recording. If you're watching this, the Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers are playing Game 4 in Philly. Shout out to the Knicks. Go New York. Go New York. Go. So let's talk about one guy, and it's not like we're picking on this guy, but this guy right here. Still one more game. He's facing elimination right now. If I'm Mr. Kevin Durant.
Two guys. Well, yeah.
Well, no.
It's two faces.
Let's start with one.
All right.
If I'm Mr. Kevin Durant, I'm thinking Steph Curry. I'm thinking LeBron James. Because with them, especially with LeBron being down 0-3, the heat is on Kevin Durant. No pun intended.
Didn't they win yesterday?
Who?
No, they down 0-3.
They down. No, he said the Lakers. They down 3-1.
No. I'm saying prior to
prior
yesterday.
to-
Prior to that.
Okay.
Nobody's talking about them like that.
Right.
All the focus is on the Lakers. All the focus is on your boy that you're supporting, Steph Curry. Nobody's really giving that team any flack. Imagine LeBron and Miami being down 0-3, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James. The big three in Miami. Now, I seen something. I could be wrong. Phoenix doesn't have a first or second round pick for the next couple of years.
Till 2030.
They literally mortgaged their future.
2030.
So,
and they have the highest cap for the next 2 years.
what you did mention that off camera.
Yeah, right.
What is that meme when Denzel said, "Oh, I'm leaving here with something." There's no way you can explain to me you got 3 dudes on the same squad that you're down 0-3, even in the worst, and that's when Miami lost to Dallas, and when they lost to the Spurs, they was never down 0-3.
Right.
They made it competitive at least.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm looking at Kevin Durant, and we've been saying this. Kevin Durant is one of them guys, and I'm not putting it all on him. Devin Booker, you need to step up. Me and Nam used to have debates over you on if you were that guy or not. I'm not even putting Bradley Beal. No disrespect to Bradley Beal, but me and Nam used to always go back and forth over, is Devin Booker that guy? Are you a star or superstar, all-star, all of that? Yeah. Devin Booker, please come to the front of the congregation. Please. Listen, and I know Kevin Durant is the best player.
You need a blessing at this point.
Yeah, I know Kevin Durant is the best player on the team, but that's your team.
You're the most important player.
Yeah. Kevin Durant came to your team, not the other way around. So you should be the one to be like, yo, you know what? If anything, I'm a ball out.
Well, you know what's funny though? He did come to that team, but it's KD's team. I mean, I just the way he's portrayed, the way he's put there,
the pressure is gonna be dumped on him.
Yeah, it's KD's. Yeah. And now, to your credit, when you spoke about Miami, you know, Booker doesn't have that drive that Dwayne Wade has. Beal is not Chris Bosh. I mean, it's not going to happen. Those guys, they had a game plan. They knew, hey, you first, I'm second, I'm third. They did that.
Yeah.
Respectively, they scored 30 points, average 30 points on their own team.
Mm-hmm.
But Beal, I like Beal.
Yeah.
I like him. I like Booker.
He just looks awful.
But he needs to cut his hair or something, or cut that thing off or something, because he looks dirty right now. But and maybe that's what it is. You know, when you get a fresh cut, look,
Samson, the Bible.
Yeah, cut it off, man. I don't know. KD played good when he got a haircut and head line up, and but whatever. But it's that team is the Suns are going backwards.
Yeah,
they're going backwards. They're not going to get a championship. I hate to say that. I don't know where KD is going to be to go to get one. As if y'all guys has already stated, he has superstar after superstar. And
if they get swept,
they're going to get swept.
Hypothetically, we're not. When they play tomorrow,
ain't stopping them.
Today they play today.
They play today. Yeah. Hypothetically, if they get swept today, right? Blowing the team up.
How you though? Hey,
what do you do? How you do that?
I'm talking about like just you got to move one of those stars to try to get assets.
Those three guys. But I told him those 3 guys got the highest. They're the highest money out of any other team. And I say,
I know.
You're not gonna.
Yeah, but
I got it.
But they're good enough to where you can get pieces in return for them.
I got it.
So do you blow them up after 1 year, or do you say,
no,
they're not.
Let's spend more money.
I got it. I got the answer. And I was waiting. You know, this is like the draw 4 card I was waiting for, but I think I'm pause. No Diddy. I'm gonna pull it out early. Suns make a phone call.
He didn't pull out. Go ahead.
Suns make a phone call.
Uh-huh.
They make a phone call to 718-212-347. That area code. The Knicks.
And
we got Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have picks out the wazoo.
Wait a minute. You said bring KD to New York?
Let me finish. So look, Suns need picks if they're trying to break it up.
Right.
Kevin Durant, I'm looking at you like, yeah, you're the best player. But guess what? We got to the finals before you got here. Now we're about to get swept in the first round. Oh, by the way, when you played with Kyrie, you got swept by Boston in the first round. It's not a knock on you, Kevin Durant, but guess what? We don't have any picks, so we can't build this team. We're going to keep spending money. So, look, the Knicks got a couple first-round picks from here on to
2031.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll give you Kevin Durant. Give us a couple of them first-round picks.
Who do you give away as from the Knicks too though?
Huh?
Who do you somebody got to go?
Well, I mean, remember we talked about off camera?
Right.
This is the only time I'll make an exception. We'll give you Julius Randle, because he's not in the way. He's not in the way of Devin Booker and the other guy, right?
In the way who?
Hold on, let me finish cooking.
Not
He
not
cooked
J.R.
last time.
Smith, but J.R.
Yeah, J.R.
Okay.
We'll give you Julius Randle, because I know Knicks fans, they want to get rid of him. And like I said, if you're gonna get rid of Julius Randle, it has to be a better player. We'll give you
Right.
Julius Randle and some picks, right? I know it's probably gonna be more to it because Kevin Durant is salary, money, and all
But
that.
yeah,
All
right.
Cool. We'll give you a couple first round picks. But in one of those picks, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna select Bronny in the second round. LeBron James. Yeah, what you doing? You come over. You come over to the Knicks. Now you got KD and Bron, right? You got one more piece though.
Still got Brunson.
You still got Brunson, yes.
Okay.
You still got Brunson. But this is the tricky part. This is why it probably won't happen.
Right.
But in this scenario, in this alternate multiverse,
Okay.
it happens. You still got Brunson, and to complete the Expendables,
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
Oh, that's not happening.
Come over to the Knicks.
Yeah.
I know the Knicks are not going to get rid of Brunson, but like I
I
said, in this alternate universe, you give Brunson to Golden State.
What is
Probably somebody else.
What is it, like a Spike Lee script or something?
No,
It's an alternate multiverse.
when you
right?
mentioned Steph Curry, that's when Thanos said,
Yeah,
back to reality.
But
right
see,
there.
listen, that is the only listen. Unless LeBron goes on a miraculous run, that is the only way them guys are gonna win another championship.
You know you had to get Josh Hart or DiVincenzo, one of them.
That's
had
fine.
to go.
That's fine. I got
If not
Steph
both.
Curry. I got Steph Curry. I got LeBron. I got KD. That's a start, right? You can still Chris Paul's on the back end. You only need him for 15, 20 minutes a game.
I can see KD. I can see that scenario with KD. I don't see both of those two that you named.
If you draft Bronny, Bron will follow.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see two. I don't see Curry. Curry.
Okay, let's
I
just
don't
say
see him.
let's just say Curry. But the only reason why I said that is because
You might be able to get Clay
that's the thing. With Brunson, they're not getting rid of Brunson.
or Draymond.
I'm telling you, they're not getting rid of Brunson. So,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Right.
But if we keep Brunson, right, bring over KD, draft Bronny. That's the only way you're going to attract Bron.
Right.
You got to put the cheese in front of the trap in order
Right.
to catch the mouse.
Right.
So that's the only way you're going to get Bron to come to New York. Him, Brunson, KD. There you go. That's the only way they're going to win another championship.
Realistically, I think OKC got a lot of picks. KD could he can go back to OKC, or Bradley Beal can go there. They got a lot of picks to where they can give one of these powerhouse teams, like get my man's from Cleveland. What's Donovan Mitchell? They can get a big star. It'll be a rental 2 years.
But do they need one?
But to see KD back in OKC,
that with this young cast that's
right,
up
with
3-0,
SGA and Chet,
would be incredible.
Let me ask you this: would he be welcome and accepted?
LeBron went back.
I think he would.
That was different.
LeBron stormed out.
Hold
the
on.
same manner.
That's when he was
different
drafted.
for
I think
one,
he would.
One
He
reason.
wasn't up 3, whatever. I get
Yeah,
that.
no, and you went to the enemy. See, when we grew up, it was enemy. Nowadays, these young dudes call it ops.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that was one thing, right?
Yeah.
And LeBron tried to get guys to come to Cleveland. Kevin Durant
Yeah, and they
had
gave him Antoine Jameson.
yes.
Best he got.
Kevin Durant had Russell Westbrook in his prime, James Harden before he hit his prime. There's a difference between Cleveland and what you call it. LeBron single-handedly, the only other All-Star on that team was Mo Williams.
Yeah, but
I get that.
But KD didn't get his jerseys burned.
Huh?
KD didn't get his jerseys
He
burned.
did,
Listen,
but
so that's why I think he.
it wasn't a riot.
I
It
think
wa-
he'd be.
it was.
I think he
hold
would be
on,
more.
hold on.
Well, actually, Russell.
LeBron
was a riot.
Hold on.
riot,
'Cause
that's what I'm
you
saying.
know
KD
why, right?
wasn't a riot. A few people did.
In the
It
words
wasn't
of Joe
crazy.
Kim Noah, what else is there to do in Cleveland?
I get that.
And what made it worse was that he went and did the live. That's what made it worse.
You been to Oklahoma? Okay.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. OKC got the picks to where they can bring him back.
I think he'd be accepted.
But would you want to bring him back?
If I'm OKC,
Why
Yeah.
not? I would.
if you bring him back and you tell him to be Robin to SGA, who is gonna be the MVP this season,
Do you think he could be Robin?
Look,
that's what he needs
Well-
to be now.
well-
He's no longer Superman.
well,
Not working.
first of all, with that caliber talent, there is no Robin in him. So that's not that
Of
part
course,
is not going to
but
happen.
again,
Those will be the two focal points of that team.
You going to the Suns, where it's Devin Booker's team, you're essentially being the Robin, quote unquote. Really, you're the best player still, but
Right.
it's his team. Same thing with SGA. It's SGA's OKC now.
Right.
You're just coming in to help him. Same thing that he did with Steph.
Well,
It's-
Dwayne
it's
Wade
Steph's
wasn't a
team.
Robin.
Yeah, but
He was the leading scorer on that team.
right, but
Yeah.
you're still helping him.
Right.
That's the point I'm making. You're
Right.
going there to go help. I
Right.
think that would be better for him.
And it's a team that drafted him. So
Yeah, go back and write that ship. That you gotta
I
you
would.
have to go rewrite that script that you left,
I will do that.
or at least attempt.
But
That's what I would like to see. I don't want to see him go to another. If he does go to another team, go back to OKC.
I mean, that'll be.
See if you could do right by them.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You had a logic too because you got a lot of first round picks. I agree with that too.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with
Once
that.
you went off, Hollywood script, that was crazy.
I said multiverse.
1, 2.
Multiverse.
I think the Knicks could get a KD or Bradley Beal or Donovan Mitchell. You're gonna get somebody.
See, off
Siakam even maybe.
Off camera, me and TJ was talking. It's not like nobody on the Knicks is untouchable.
Right, except Brunson.
Nobody, and I repeat, nobody. So you mean to tell me any Knick fan? Hold on. You gotta be you gotta be a casual Knick fan if you was to sit there and say, you know what, we'll give you Joker for Brunson, or you know what, we'll give you Luka for Brunson, or better yet, we'll give you Ant-Man for Brunson. You gotta be a casual fan to sit there and say Brunson is untouchable.
I don't even think a casual fan would say that. You know
But that's what I'm saying.
Every player's
You
on the
gotta be a
chopping block.
delusional fan to say,
Yeah.
SGA.
Yeah.
We'll give you SGA for Brunson
Yeah,
straight
but
up.
those are extremes. Those extremes are very unlikely to happen.
Okay, but the point is, nobody's untouchable.
I get obviously.
Yeah.
I swear, boy. Listen, Nam. When y'all see on the camera, Nam, you think he has a Steph Curry jersey on, but it's the reversible Jalen Brunson jersey underneath that. That's what he got. It's a reversible, bro.
Nah. I just like. I think Brunson is solid, man. I think he's a dope player. I think he can take you guys to places that the Knicks should be at as a historic franchise. I think he's gonna keep y'all relevant for a while, so he needs to be a corner piece.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because point guards are hard to find.
I'm with you on
Scoring point guard in today's era.
Yeah.
So,
that. I'm with you on that. But so, okay, we got that out of the way. We had a very, very, very good game last night. Lakers, Denver. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is not going to be popular. I know it's not going to be popular, and I know y'all going to kill me in the comments, but you know what? So what? Low-key, the Lakers should have swept Denver.
Yeah.
You were up double digits in 3 of the 4 games prior to last night. If at worst, you should be up 3-1 or 2-2 because the 20-point lead that they blown, and then that last second shot, I think that was a 20-point lead that they blown, right?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Jamal Murray hit the shot.
Yeah.
They should be at least 2-2 in the series, minimum.
Only thing about that one though, they were tied up. So if he had missed it, they would win the OT.
No, but if LeBron hits the 3, they would have been up 1.
Well, yeah,
They would have been
If they
up
don't
1.
blow the lead, we're not even talking about that.
right,
That is true.
right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, yeah, the point made.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They
Look,
shoulda
look,
never
look,
blown-
touche.
You're up 20 in the
Hey, look,
second
nah,
half.
right.
Shoulda-
Touche.
Yeah, you're up 20 in the second half. There's no reason for us to talk about a replay,
Yeah.
a game winner,
Right.
Facts.
LeBron hitting. You're up 20.
Facts.
That is, what, 10 possessions?
But ain't no lead safe in the NBA.
Hey,
Absolutely.
listen, yeah, we
Absolutely.
talked about that.
Absolutely.
A 20-point lead is only safe with 10 seconds to go.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Pretty much.
Especially in a game where Murray played horrendous.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
4
But
for
he
whatever,
woke up.
that last 5-minute stretch.
see,
Remember, he
My
did
God.
that last year.
But see,
Yeah.
the thing about it is the Denver team last year was better than the team this year.
Yeah, because they had Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, their bench players
Jeff
were
Green.
a
Yeah.
lot
Those
better.
two
Yeah.
were big. Were big.
But see,
pieces for them.
you and this is the beautiful thing about basketball is that every day you don't have to rely on the main guys. You look at the Knicks' first 2 games. It wasn't Brunson. Sorry, no disrespect, Nam. It was Josh Hart, and it was my boy Deuce. You know what I mean? DiVincenzo stepped
Right,
up game 2,
right.
OG. So, Aaron Gordon, 29-15. 29-15, what was a game? I was either game 3. He went off. So, basketball is a game where guys step up,
Right.
and that's who you need in order to win 16 games and win the championship.
But that's why the Lakers have problems
Yeah.
because they're reliant on Braun and AD to win these games, and respectively, those guys will score 60, 62 points
Real
between
quick,
them too. But
we talked about it off camera. I want to give you the opportunity because I got to give you credit for it because you said it. We got to give AD his flowers.
got to.
Got to give AD his flowers. It's getting overshadowed because they were down.
Yeah.
AD has been balling. And now he can't do nothing with Joker MVP candidate, but the thing is he's outmatched because Joker's a center, AD's a power forward. But AD is holding his own offensively.
Nothing short of 30 points a game.
Exactly.
Nothing short.
Exactly.
And rebounds, doubles. You know what I'm saying?
And he played 70-something games. And I know people are going to be in the comments. Negativity rules the world nowadays. Well, that's what he's supposed to do. Okay, well, he's doing it. You got to give him credit when he does do it.
Especially for a guy that's injury prone.
Exactly.
So, and when he does squimish, you almost like, oh, God. What's going to happen? But
Exactly.
But he comes back, and I was like, okay, thank you, because I sure don't want this to be the end of it. There.
So we had that game. You know what? As much as I didn't want to agree with Nam, it's not all his fault, but Doc just can't catch a break, man. Doc, it's not Doc's fault that Dame Lillard is in a boot.
I'm gonna stay out of this segment today.
It's not Doc's fault that he's in
Stay
a
out of
boot.
this segment today.
And listen, I'm a be a man enough. I know it was one game, but I'm gonna give you credit, and because you called out that Chris Middleton, he went off. He went off last game. Now I'm giving you your credit. I
just don't. I don't think you got. No,
we both said this about Middleton.
Oh yeah,
And this
most
guy
definitely
said he wasn't good enough.
I didn't say he wasn't good enough. I just say he wasn't.
Name 10 Robins. We can go back. We can go to the 10.
I just said 10 Robins that
Man.
you know.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you can name 10
I mean,
better
shit.
than
You can even throw in Red Robin. You know what I mean? But,
William.
but
nevertheless,
I listen.
he's like that.
He's like that. He is.
He's like that.
And I didn't want to discredit him, but I'm like, he's been injured the last couple of years.
Yeah.
People forget in the bubble when Giannis first went down in the bubble, he went off for a 50-point lead. They almost got swept that year.
That's why he got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's solid.
It just that his points will get overshadowed when you got Dame and Giannis in the game.
Euro stepping through the lane for
Right.
50.
Right.
So look,
right.
game just started, right? This is live action. We gonna, it's gonna be added. I got a text from a Knick fan. This is what I'm talking about with Brunson. Give up the effing ball. This is from a Knick fan. Shout out to my Knick fans, man. They hitting me while the game is on. Listen, I don't have an issue with Brunson. My issue is there's certain things that he could just tweak. That's it.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan on my team.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of far scoring point guards.
Yeah.
I'll be a fan of you on somebody else's team.
Right.
You Philadelphia, Allen Iverson, that was my guy. Derrick Rose, I'm watching Chicago. That's okay, cool. On my team,
Yeah.
I need a guy like Halliburton.
But you know what? That Halliburton is a beast, but he's a pure shooter, more of a pure shooter than Brunson. But to that credit, they got a point.
Yo, you gotta watch this guy. You gotta watch.
But
That's gonna be clear.
but look,
Yo,
look.
hold on. My fault. Yo, you gotta watch this guy now, yo. He's a sniper.
That was the craziest statement I've heard in a long time, bro.
Halliburton is
More of a pure shooter than Brunson.
yeah, Halliburton's a sniper, man.
Touche.
Call of Duty.
He's a
Call
sniper,
of
dog.
Duty. He's a
I
Call
mean,
of Duty
I
sniper.
mean, if you seen the games, you see it. Under duress, under pressure, he still makes the shots. You know, but look, what I was saying was that
Yeah, just land the plane.
Brunson may have it in his head that he is the guy, and but I don't think he realizes he's forcing some shots.
The issue.
I don't think he realizes that. But he knows in his head that he's got to be the man.
This is what's gonna piss me off with Knicks fans, and I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all killed Julius Randle for doing the same shit.
But he can't dribble though.
Okay.
Stop dribbling.
But he was forcing it against Atlanta.
Right.
He was forcing it. They were double teaming him. Nobody else stepped up.
Right.
And they killed him for it. But because it's Jalen Brunson, because he light-skinned it, they giving him a pass. Bro, he's forcing it. He's forcing
He
it.
does force some shots, man. He does.
That's all I'm saying. If we gonna be fair, be fair.
Right.
Like I said, I'm a Knicks fan, so it hurts me to go at somebody on my team. But it's like, come on, dog.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to be objective. You can't just be, okay, I'm a Knicks fan and no matter what. Like, nah, come on now.
Well, something like that though.
But nah,
like that,
you know
though.
they're gonna kill you for that sniper comment.
Cool.
Jalen, you said Halliburton is a sniper over Jalen Brunson.
He is
You know
a
they're gonna
sniper.
get at you.
Hey,
Hey, yo,
he's a
all
sniper,
my
though.
Knicks fans, I know y'all.
Crazy.
Listen, who you think is a better? Would you say pure? I don't want to mess your words up because you already
A
messed
better
them up.
shooter.
Pure shooter.
Pure shooter. Jalen
I
Brunson.
said better, but I messed up.
Tyrese Halliburton. Please, please, please go easy on them in the comments. No Diddy.
Nah. Give it to me raw. I don't care. Give
So
it to
look,
me raw.
so real quick. So all right, so the Pelicans, it's like they don't stand a chance without Zion. Pelicans, they
struggle.
Yeah.
they struggle.
Yeah.
Shit, it would have been the same thing had the Lakers lost. The Pelicans would have won. They would have struggled against Denver too.
But you know the one thing
they
about
got
that,
annihilated.
that one thing about that series that a lot of teams need to be paying attention to, Dort.
Yeah.
He is clinging to Ingram like a tick, man.
Yeah, but you got to remember Ingram, he's hurt because he was limited for that playing game, so
Right.
he's hurt.
But that's who they keeping out. That's the second option. He's the first option now because they ain't there. But that's why they struggling shooting.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He's going to be another interesting piece in the offseason, too. Because
Yeah.
he didn't resign, so he's a free agent this year. So he can move as well. The Knicks
yeah,
could get him.
because we got space.
Yeah.
We got space. Any other games y'all want to cover?
You forgot Cleveland and Magic.
That's over.
Now I said that
Over between who?
Cleveland. Yeah. Listen,
It was
I
over
said
with, 'cause first we was saying Cleveland would win.
before the playoffs started that the one team I was concerned with against the Knicks was the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I said that is because they're playing with house money. They're the only team in the playoffs right now that's falling under the radar. Because you know why? They're the only team has no expectations. If you remember, Memphis a couple years ago, prior to the guns and all the shenanigans, Memphis was that young team. You look at a couple years ago, Shea Ali Gilly, whatever, Gilly and Wallow was that
SGA,
same
dog.
thing. Yeah, he got a whole bunch of names.
Disrespect. He's the
Yeah.
MVP, man.
Yeah, the MVP. So that was a young team that came to now the Magic. Depending on how far they go,
I hear
nobody has no expectations for them.
that, and the Magics might be the only team that can match up with Boston
Boston, yeah.
defensively.
Ain't no disrespect to the Magic because they're young, but with Cleveland, you can't be a superstar scoring 18 points in the first half and don't score the second half.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Last year they had the second
why they
worst
lost.
offense in the playoffs. This year they got the worst offense.
Yeah,
So they
I mean,
doubled down and got worse this year.
right.
Yeah.
right. That's like there's no
Say,
shade
yo, I
on
do you one
Orlando.
better.
Yeah.
I do you one better.
The worst.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Now you talking about the team that if they don't get past the first round, they probably gonna get rid of Donovan.
Well, I think he's
Well,
going
he's not coming
regardless.
back.
I think he's going regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't resign
the
anyways.
the extension. Yeah.
Right, he didn't,
They knew
But
that.
yeah, that's the one team that I was afraid of because they playing with house money right now.
How OKC for real?
We got to see them against
You
a
said,
real
are they
test.
for real?
I think, yeah.
We got to see them against a real test.
They look good.
Either that
They
or
look good, but there's no Zion.
Either that or they
There's no-
just look like they
Right,
there's no real test. Like we want to see them tested.
either they are for real or they just look like they the old team they used to be, the Seattle Supersonics.
What about Luka and we haven't covered that.
Well,
Oh yeah, Dallas, yeah.
We did mention that the last time off air. The second half, my turn, your turn, and that's
Yeah.
what they've been doing.
Yeah.
they got to figure out a system.
Surprisingly,
But
I
it's
thought
working. My turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. It's working. It's keeping them in games.
surprisingly, I thought Dallas will be a lot more better since to me that's probably the best duo in the league.
Yeah,
So I thought it would have been a little bit.
What's the series? 2-1 Dallas, right?
2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1 Dallas.
I really thought they would have had them 3 up by now. Be real,
Yeah, but-
looking better rather.
Hey, I like Dallas. I'm just kind of surprised in the Clippers. The Clippers had a momentum.
Yeah, that first game
Yeah.
they look
coming
unbeatable.
coming into the playoffs. as
Yeah.
well, too.
But see,
rolling.
with them all, Kawhi came back, and that's what they throw the whole rhythm on.
Yeah.
Claw.
For real though, because when
That's true.
Kawhi's out, I mean, it's all about Harden at the time.
And then
So-
you saw he went off. Now he has to defer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's not his game.
Right.
Harden has to be Harden. He can't. It's hard to defer when you've been a guy for majority of your career.
Not to mention, got Westbrook fight, want to fight fans and slapping people.
Slap
and,
people,
you know,
yeah.
it's
think,
like, oh,
y'all think they should have just kept Kawhi out till the second round?
I think.
I think
Similar
so.
to
My
the
opinion.
Magics, right? The Jameer Nelson thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rayford was rolling.
Yeah.
Like bringing Jameer.
Yep.
Throws all the rhythm off.
People forget
any-
Jameer Nelson.
Any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Is it over? Is it over for the Lakers in the next game?
No, Lakers in 7. Next question. We got 30 seconds.
I think it's over.
It's over.
It's
over now?
It's going back to Denver. It's over.
All right, cool. Lakers in 7. I said what I said. On that note, it's your boy T. Great episode, fellas. Great episode.
Oh, yeah.
Great intensity. It's your boy T.
For sure. It's your man TJ.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Nam.
And we out.